What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream from our Beta Shop studio. Guys, I'm Noelle. It's so good to have you back here with us today. And I have a very special guest on set with me today. Guys, Shan is here.
Oh, it's great to be here.
It's so good to have you here. I'm so excited that you're with us today to talk about the Deen Smart multifunctional skin rejuvenation device.
Absolutely.
So
it's probably one of my favorite things that I'm using on my skin.
Yeah.
At the moment, I feel like I've seen such a difference, so I'm really excited to kind of tell everybody what those differences are as we go along.
Absolutely. I mean, when we say multifunctional, we really mean it. It does everything. Shan, tell us a little bit about yourself, because you are an entrepreneur. You are a busy new mom.
We just moved into our new house yesterday. I'm here today. Thank you so much. So I am the founder and CEO of Shades by Shan Cosmetics.
Amazing.
And it's founded here in the Bay Area as well. So I'm super excited because skincare is, the canvas. Skin is a canvas to applying makeup and going that route. So you really have to take care of your skin, your pores. You got to bring that vibrance from the within out. So this Deen Smart device, I'm telling you, has done wonders for my skin.
Amazing. Yes, I totally relate to that. I mean, putting on makeup, it's like I have to make sure that I'm feeding my skin.
Yes.
And one of the ways that I'm able to do that now with my Deen Smart device is by using all of its modes, which really help to kind of penetrate the ingredients that are in our skincare deeper into the skin. I'm sure you're like me. I have some like creams and lotions. I can't even tell you guys how much I paid for them. And so I want all of that good stuff that's in there to really
get
in.
Yeah. And I think that I love this device because it does have 5 functions.
Yeah.
But those 5 functions do completely different things.
Right.
So even we were talking about the cool function, which we'll get into.
Yes.
But I feel like just that function alone, take my money, Deen Smart.
Right.
Like just that alone, I would totally have bought in it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we'll kind of run down the list of all the things that it does for our skin. And should we start where the clean function?
Let's start with the clean function. Yeah. And you guys, I mean, we are really going to kind of dive in here. Also, I just want to point out really quickly before we dive in that you guys can get 15% off of your skin rejuvenation devices. This is the smart way to reverse signs of anti-aging. So get in on this amazing discount literally right now here on beta.com. Shan, before we dive in, what are some of your, would you say, skin concerns?
Oh my God. Well, I feel like, first of all, my under eye bags are something that I'm very self-conscious about. I've even went to estheticians trying to get filler. I've considered Botox because it's something that's really I've always had a problem with those. And so, but once I had that consultation, I saw those needles poking out. I was like, no, that's not for me.
Right.
But the fact that the Deen Smart really has that eye care mode in it and the cooling function has really brought down the swelling for me. I mean, being a new mom, having a business, being, those sleepless nights and waking up and looking at yourself in the mirror, you're like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I now have something that's useful that I can go to and pick up and say, okay, I'm going to spend my 6 minutes doing the eye care mode and the cooling function, and it really brings that down. I feel like I'm so happy, and I really want people to get their hands on this because it has transformed the way my eyes look. Everything's tighter, brighter, lifted. Even the fine lines around my eyes have kind of diminished. So everything's kind of getting back into place and where it needs to be without those fillers, without that Botox, and using your favorite creams. Like we have to remember that you don't need to buy a separate cream for this product, which is one of the reasons why I love it so much, because other devices, they try to sell you on the creams, they try to sell you on the eye cream and the moisturizer and all that. With this, you get to use your own eye cream, your own moisturizer, your own toner, whatever works for your skin, because you have to remember at the end of the day, creams don't always work for everybody. So you kind of, your skincare routine won't work for me, and vice versa. So the fact that we can bring our own kind of ingredients and skincare with our product, with the Deen Smart product, really, really has transformed my skin. So I'm excited for people to kind of like learn about it, because oh my God, it has worked wonders.
It's so great. Yes. And I totally hear you when you say that it's an amazing non-invasive way to get those professional results, that lifting, that sculpting, that can cost hundreds upon hundreds of
and
dollars.
painful, and
so
like
painful.
You're messing with your face. You don't want to do that, right?
Right.
Yeah, try everything before getting to that point.
Absolutely.
So you guys should definitely try this, Deen.
Yes. Okay, so we talked about there's multiple modes here.
Yeah.
We have 5 different modes. So the first mode is the cleaning mode.
Yes. Which is great because you actually put a cotton pad over the 24 karat gold panels right here, which I mean, it doesn't get better than using 24 karat gold on your face, right?
We fancy.
So yes, and you feel fancy. You feel kind of like, oh wow, this is going on my face. I'm using the best of the best. So you put a cotton pad here, and then you clamp it down with a other magnetic ring here, and you go in with your toner. I mean, I use toner every single day.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I use it every day. You see the gunk come off, but if you use this device on a cotton pad after you did the toner and you think you got it off, think again, because this stuff it kind of has like a vibrating functionality to it.
Right.
So I feel like it kind of jiggles your pores, and the dirt actually comes out of it. So it really, when it says clean, it's really doing a deep clean on your skin.
Right. Yeah. And there's this ion technology with the clean mode. And it's so interesting because the ions sort of attract all of that dirt and sort of lift everything off the face. And we have some of the cotton pads. So it's really easy, right, to we'll take an aerial view. Show us we have this fixing ring here on the top.
Yeah. And I like that they included 50 cotton pads for you as well. Because when I got the device, I didn't have cotton pads on hand. And then I looked in the box and they had them. Yeah, just like that.
Just like that. And then the on button's down here, right? So if we
hold it down.
Go ahead and hold it down. There we go. And we're on that first clean mode. I know it's a little bit hard for you guys to see, but there is this sort of LED digital screen right here. So you know which mode you're on, and you just work your way down.
Yep.
Right.
You work your way down, and you can work your way up as well in the intensity. So you can start from the first bar here and just kind of zoom it on up to the 5th. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can feel it, and maybe our mics are even picking up the zzz, because it's really, that vibration is intense. But that's what really is the ion technology. I said jiggling the pores, but you know more about the technology than me.
No, yeah. Well, it's amazing. There's 5 modes. There's 6 technologies, though, here baked into the actual product. So yeah, ion technology goes with this clean. The next mode is this moisture mode.
Yeah,
Tell
moisturizer.
us about that.
Yeah, so I really love using the moisture mode because, again, you would just take off the rings.
Right.
And then you would put moisturizer on your face. Again, you don't need to go out and buy a fancy moisturizer for this. Whatever works for your skin, you just put it on your face, and then it moisturizes and really gets into those pores. Because remember, you just cleaned out all your pores. You want to put some moisture back into those pores. And when you moisturize your skin on this mode with your cream, and it also has the red light, which adds some heat to it. So I really feel like that kind of it activates the moisturizer, and it feels so good. So when you're done with this mode, you feel like you're leaving the spa, and you feel so dewy and hydrated. It's great.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I've got a little bit of moisturizer on my hand here. Guys, you can use this on different parts of your body too. We've seen people use it on their hands. That's a big place.
Your neck as well.
Oh
Don't forget your neck. You gotta show some love to your neck as well as on your décolleté area. So the moisturizing function is great, especially if you're like right before bedtime. You want to have that moisturizer on your skin, and it feels so refreshing and just hydrating and on another level because it's really getting into those pores.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it feels so good. I can feel it heating up too from that light. And there's a radio frequency technology that goes along with this mode, and that is for skin tightening. It uses radio frequency energy to heat the skin, and that tightens, it stimulates the collagen, and then you have the added sort of bonus there of that red light, which is also stimulating collagen.
And it builds collagen, that red light. And there's also a blue light that we'll get into as well. The blue light takes care of bacteria. So I'm telling you, when there's 5 different functionalities, there's more like 6 or 7 because of the lights itself. I would consider that a function on its own. And it feels so nice just to have that heat compress on there.
It does. It feels so nice. And it does get pretty warm, up to 104 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yep. Yes.
So there's that really nice sort of, you're almost like bringing all the blood cells to the surface, which is great for healing.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
there's just so many perks here.
There is. And then whenever I'm done with it, my skin is flushed. I have like that natural blushed look. And you're feeling hydrated and moisturized all in one go. So the moisturizing function is so special. I love it.
Yeah, so special. And don't forget, you guys can get 15% off of your own Deen Smart Multifunctional Skin Rejuvenation device right here on beta.com. You can also shop your local beta store for the device too. So what is the next mode, Shan?
Oh my God, the next mode is eye care.
Eye care, yes.
And I don't want to say I have a favorite because each mode I have a favorite feature in there in those functions, but eye mode, like I was saying earlier, my under eye bags, I'm very self-conscious about that, and so this really causes the depuffing, the deswelling. It just brings all of that down. I mean, being a new mom and having those sleepless nights, sometimes you wake up and you're like, oh my God. But now that I can reach for my Deen Smart, it all kind of brings that swelling down. I did that this morning because my baby didn't sleep well last night, so I had to kind of use that eye care function. And again, you can use your favorite eye cream on this function as well. And it's really nice because it vibrates, but it's not too intense. And it just kind of massages. It's kind of like you have your own masseuse at home giving you that massage on your eyes. So, and what I like is like I don't have to use eye masks anymore. I don't have to sit there. Oh, and a lot of the times, you know, when I would go out and have a long night or whatever, I would wake up in the morning feeling so puffy. I would reach in the refrigerator or the freezer getting 2 ice packs, cold water's dripping all over me. My hands are freezing.
Too many times,
right? But now you have your own eye mask built into this when you're using your own eye cream and then you're using the Deen Smart device. Right.
And those eye creams can also be super expensive. So with that added sort of bonus of the vibration massage technology here, it relaxes, but it also is stimulating, again, that collagen growth and just helping all of the ingredients that are in your eye creams to really penetrate and get into that. And it's gentle enough too, right?
It is super gentle. And then also those fine lines. I mean, I'm in my 30s. I said it, I'm in my 30s, but you know, I mean, we're all getting fine lines and we're starting to get wrinkles and we want to prevent that. I think that this is a huge way to prevent your wrinkles from forming. This is really penetrating around those eye areas. Remember, under your eyes is some of the most fragile skin. So you really want to treat that with a lot of love and you want to take care of your under eyes because, I mean, you don't want to look older than you are, right?
Absolutely. And by the way, I cannot believe that you're in your 30s. I'm like shocked right now.
I'm shocked too.
Well, you look amazing, and obviously with your Deen Smart, you will continue to look amazing. Because it really is about, you know, preventing, like you said, those fine lines, those wrinkles that sneak up on us like that. It's like one day, all of a sudden, you're in the mirror, you're smiling, and you just see
the lines, the creases. Yeah, I mean, and then the makeup gets in there, your concealer, and you just want to prevent that. And it also says it has signs that you could diminish it as well. So if you're already seeing those lines, those fine lines, the Deen Smart device can actually help reduce them and appear and have those lines appear even finer. So that's really great.
So great. Now we haven't really talked about kind of, I know I used it a little bit on my hand, but what's sort of the motion? I know Deen Smart has a lot of information too on their website. How do you like to use it?
So for the moisturizing function, I just go up and down, and then I always do kind of the lifting functions because you don't want to pull down. You always want to lift your face. And then I always work around my smile lines as well because just like we have fine lines around our eyes, we have smile lines as well. This is all stuff that we have to kind of start getting used to. So really working into those smile lines, into our chin, and then bringing it upwards on my neck area as well because you don't want to pull down because, you know, gravity's already doing that. You want to lift that back up, right? And then when you get around the eye area, just really kind of getting in there and just pulling up as well on those functions. And then, of course, again, never pulling down, always kind of brightening and lifting up.
And with your Deen Smart, like I said, I mean, you can learn more on their website, but we do get sort of this user manual where they have illustrations and they have arrows on the faces to show you the direction in which to go. So if you're a little confused, you did a great demonstration here.
Thank you.
You can consult that guide as well. Okay, so we do our eye care. By the way, this is what, a 15-minute
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean,
regimen, right?
Yeah, 15 minutes if you want to go down the entire list of functions. But if you're a working mom like me, like sometimes we don't have 15 minutes,
right?
You know?
Right.
But what I really like is the eye care function is about 4 minutes, and you do 2 minutes on each side. And what's great about the Deen Smart is that it's actually smart. It tells you when to switch sides.
Right.
Yeah. So it beeps. Because then you're not like looking down and like, is it done yet? Is it done yet? So it'll just tell you, it'll beep, and then you move it onto the other side, and then you just work on that until it stops. And then it'll start going down the list for you kind of automatically, but you could just turn it off at whatever point you want to stop it at. And just do, or you can even go through the motions and say, hey, I don't want to do the eye care. I want to just moisturize today. And you could just go through the moisturizing function as well.
Great. Yeah. So you can kind of tailor it based on your specific needs. Now, the next mode is the EMS up mode. This is one of my personal favorite modes. And EMS stands for electrical muscle stimulation. We also get the red light with this mode, right? Let me turn that on for you guys, and we'll show you with the top-down view here. Okay, so we're working our way back through. We did moisture, we did the eye care, no light on that one, but now we're going to the EMS up. Now, there's no vibration really on this, but again, it is sending out these electrical sort of signals, and what that's doing, like I said, it's the stimulation of the muscle, and it, it's great for it's kind of like a muscle workout, and it kind of re-educates your muscles to remember sort of where they used to be. So it almost like replaces them in your face. It's really, really wild.
Yep. The technology is amazing on this. And I really like this because it doesn't have a vibrating function, but it gives you kind of like a little tingling, like a little prickly effect. The higher intensity you go, and it really feels like you're at a spa, because whenever, I don't know what estheticians use, but I feel like I've felt this feeling before, but now you can have it in the comfort of your own home, kind of with that tingling. And what that tingling sensation tells me is that it's working, like it's doing something, right? And it has that light, it's warm, and I'm
feeling it right now.
Yeah, and it feels good, but it's like, it's kind of a weird sensation, right? Like it's a little funny sensation, but it's working. It's causing your muscles to kind of contract back into where they were prior. So it's kind of, like you said, re-educating your muscles and pushing everything back where it's supposed to be. Again, without needles, without Botox, without having to spend $1 million and prickling your face. You have the comfort of a spa in your own home doing the technology for you.
Safe, personal, effective. And this one, I will say, feels really very much like the one that's going to kind of bring that plumpness back in, that fullness that we used to have in our days of youth. You know, so if you're someone out there that feels like, you know, the wrinkles have set in, but also you're losing that like plump, glowy, this mode, you're going to definitely want to incorporate, regardless of if you want to tailor it, change things up a little bit, definitely do this on a regular basis. Now, you can do the routine, it's 3 times a week, I think is the recommendation.
3 times per week. And then I think if you want to do the cooling function, you could do that 2 to 3 times per day.
Amazing.
Which is what I've been doing, just because it really causes that swelling to go down for me. So can we get into that function?
Let's get into that one.
All right, because I've been waiting for that list.
I know you love that one. I love it too. So tell us about that cool mode. This is the final mode, correct?
This is a final mode. So this is a cooling function, which it actually goes down to about 60 degrees Celsius. So it's pretty chilly. And what I do is I just place it right under my problematic areas, which is right here. And I hold it there, and I just kind of press it down for a couple seconds and just kind of move it around, and it really soothes the skin. It relaxes it. It feels so comforting, and it just and I love the fact that the whole device doesn't get cold. It's just the rings around, you don't need to worry about, like, again, like we were saying, going to the refrigerator and getting ice packs and holding it and having numb fingers. It's really, really nice, because just the areas where you touch it will be cool. And again, it's a 24 karat gold rings around there, so it's luxurious. It feels fancy.
Yes.
And then you look in the mirror and you're like, oh my God, my puffiness is gone.
Yes.
It's gone.
Yes.
So this is probably my favorite function. I love it so much. And it also has that blue light as well.
Right.
Because remember, we are opening up the pores when we're doing the moisturizer and when we're doing that function. So this is actually great for closing back the pores as well and diminishing that, because once they're open, we do want to close them, and it's cool. So that'll actually kind of decrease the pore sizes and bring everything back to where it needs to be.
Like
exactly.
Tight.
Yes, tight.
Which we want.
Exactly.
We want those tight, small pores.
Exactly. So if your problematic areas is your nose, and you really want to focus the toner and the cleaning part on your nose, the moisturizer, and then the cool function as well to kind of close everything back up where it needs to be. So the cool function is great. And then I've also been doing it on my cheeks. Like if after a workout, I'm like, I'm hot. I'm like, I'll just kind of lay in bed and just put this on and just have a moment to myself to feel good, refreshed, and awake, because we all kind of have problems with that, especially being a new mom. I need this function in my life. And for me, if Deen Smart would have just come out with that and the cool function, take my money. I would have bought it, because like I said, I'm super self-conscious about my puffy eyes, but with that function, it's worth it alone.
Yeah, and I love on that mode, I really love that blue light that comes in with it, which we can show now
absolutely.
if you want to turn it on. We have this additional blue light on that mode, you guys, which kills bacteria. So if you're someone like me, I still suffer from hormonal breakouts, you know.
Absolutely.
And it's hard as an adult, you know. It's something that you think maybe you're only dealing with in your teen years, which I will say that this is also maybe a device too if you've got a teen in your life who's struggling with some skin issues. This last mode with the blue light is going to kill bacteria and really, again, help to sort of soothe and calm any redness, any breakouts, and just make everything nice and tight and feel refreshed.
Yes.
And it really is. It's that like final step to just make you go, okay, I'm ready for the rest of my day.
Absolutely. Or even a great start to your day. That's what I did this morning before coming here, because I had a pretty restless night with the little one. So I'm like, oh my God, what's going to cool my face down? And I went straight for this. I'm not running and grabbing 2 old cold Coca-Cola bottles and putting them on there. Okay?
I do the spoons or the tea bags.
Yeah, I did tea bags. I've done cucumbers. I've done all of it.
Yeah.
So the fact that now I get a device where I can easily hold something and my hands aren't freezing, or I'm not laying there for 30 minutes trying to bring down the swelling, and it takes 2 minutes on each side, is a huge transformation for my skin and for my confidence, I must say.
Me too, you guys. And this is, again, the cool compress mode. So let me show you here. Oh my gosh, it's already so cool. I have here 62 degrees Fahrenheit. This is kind of the low, colder. And Shan, you want to get in on this?
Please.
Because I know you love this.
Oh my God, my favorite mode
Isn't
ever.
It so cool? And
it's
a refreshing cold, you guys. It's not like something that's going to shock you or make you feel uncomfortable. That's it's not like so cold that you feel like you're, I know a lot of people, remember when that trend became a thing where people were like giving themselves these icy cold, splashing their face with ice cold water in the morning?
No, you don't need to do that.
How
First
terrible.
of all, that sounds terrible. You have a device that will do that for you without splashing your hair and getting your hair and bathroom all wet. Okay.
Gosh, yes.
And what I really like doing with this mode too is adding my eye cream to it. Yeah. Kind of putting my eye cream and cooling that, and then that's really, really refreshing as well. Yeah. And just I know it's penetrating in there, it's killing bacteria, and it just feels so good and calming, and it really is either a great start to your day or a great way to end your night. The cool mode.
The cool compress, which really does. I mean, it's named appropriately. It feels like a cool compress, like you said, grabbing ice packs or something, or frozen peas.
Frozen peas.
We've used it all, you guys. But this mode is really wonderful. And again, we have an adjustment here in terms of intensity level up to 5 different levels. So depending on what mode you're on, you can really increase it. I think that, Deen Smart recommends kind of starting on the lower end and working your way up, because some people are more comfortable with it a little little bit, higher intensity vibrations, and other people, can't tolerate it as much. So just see what feels good to you.
Yeah, and remember 15% off today for our, especially holiday shopping. Like you want to get people this for Christmas or holidays.
Yes.
Totally.
This is such a great gift. Okay, so going back through, just to recap.
Yeah.
Guys, we've got the cleaning mode, which you're going to use with a toner. We have the moisturizing mode you use with a moisturizer or maybe a moisturizing face mask.
Yep, you can even do a face gel, a moisturizing gel,
there you
whatever you like, and that's moisturizing on your skin. It doesn't need to be a moisturizer, it could be a gel or...
Right. Yes. Love that. And this is all, products that maybe you already own. You don't have to go out and buy anything new. You can save money that way too. Then we have the eye care with an eye cream.
Yep, use your favorite eye cream. And then this really just brings down the swelling, the puffiness, and it's really going to penetrate that cream into your eye. Instead of just sitting on the surface, it's really going to get into your fine lines and wrinkles and diminish those lines as well. Also, with the red light, we got to remember that also brings out hyperpigmentation. I suffer from...
I do too.
Yeah, hyperpigmentation. And this is really kind of bringing down that coloration in the sunspots on my skin. So can't forget about that red light. I almost forgot to mention that. Great function.
In the moisturizing mode, right. And then we see that again in the EMS mode. Again, you guys, that stands for electrical muscle stimulation. And then to cap it all off, we've got that cold compress mode. So 5 modes, 5 intensity levels, and 6 technologies here. Again, ion, radio frequency, vibration, cold compress, red and blue light, also microcurrent with that electrical muscle stimulation. I mean, seriously, you are going to save so much money, and you're going to get those spa level professional results at home safely and effectively and personally.
Yes.
Too.
Yeah, you're going to save money. You don't have to go to the spa. I mean, who wakes up and says, "Oh, I have puffy eyes, I'm going to the spa today."
Right.
I mean, you can't do that every day, right? But you can use your Deen Smart device every day from the comfort of your own home, and it really is going to make a difference, and the difference should start today. So make sure to get your Deen Smart device, because again, 15% off is a steal for all the functionalities that it has.
The retail price is $229, so 15% off of that, a great price, like you said, a steal. But even just that regular retail price of $229, I mean, that is so affordable, cost effective when you think about how much money you could spend on injections or on just spa treatments too. So Shan, this has been so amazing. Thank you for joining us. You guys can follow Shan Berries on Instagram at Shanberries.
Absolutely.
So definitely follow her. She'll be talking more about the Deen Smart advice, probably posting her journey, her skin journey.
Yes. I already have a reel that I'm putting together. I did the unboxing.
Amazing.
I'm doing before and after. So follow me at Shanberries on Instagram.
Oh, and Shan, I almost forgot. Guys, we have a special announcement. We did a giveaway. We're doing a giveaway right now of a free Deen Smart. I want to announce the winner. It's at Cortez XOXO 22.
Congratulations.
You are getting your own Deen Smart multifunctional skin rejuvenation device. You're walking away with it. You guys can follow us on Instagram at Beta. We're always posting information about giveaways that we're doing, special prizes. You never know what you can win, so definitely follow us there, and keep it right here to beta.com for the latest product content. Until then, we'll see you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.